So what is up, Africana fam? Jumping straight into this video. This hair is sponsored by Asteria Hair. I have their 16-inch Brazilian straight 13.4 frontal wig, and the density is 180. And I'm taking the hair by sections and I'm cutting it into a bob. I did it in sections just so that I could get all the hair even and not have to worry about going back into the hair and stuff. So this hair did come pre-plucked but not bleached. I plucked it a little bit more and also bleached the knots as well for it to come out like this, and this is how it's looking. Now on to our ball cap method. So you want to make sure that your edges are tucked away nicely, and I'm using the Gossipy Free Spray to tuck away my edges before I put my wig cap on my hairline. And right now I just put the wig a little bit forward to like where my eyes are, and I'm cutting slits in the air part just so that I'm able to get the creases and crevices once I spray the Gossipy Free Spray over my hairline. And you guys, I want to tell you guys, I feel like one thing that works for me is you want to make sure that your face is freshly washed when you're doing this process. I feel like the Gossipy Free Spray adheres a lot better when your face is oil free or clean at that. So if you can wash your face real quick and get rid of all the oils on your hair and your hairline, that would be fantabulous. I feel like overall it just helps the overall look of the install in general. And as for the width of the spray, I just want to make sure that it's about like an inch to inch and a half, just so that it's thick enough that it will adhere for a while. And what I'm doing right now is I'm taking my needle and thread and I'm just threading the back of my wig cap onto the braids that I have underneath. And this should just make sure that the wig cap doesn't roll up while we're cutting off the excess lace. Now I'm taking my blow dryer and I'm going to go ahead and blow dry on medium heat and just blow it until it is completely dry. Now I'm taking my scissors and I'm going up the middle of the wig cap and I'm going to go ahead and cut off that excess lace. And again, you want to make sure that this is completely dry before you start cutting off, because without it drying completely, you can risk the wig cap coming off your head, and you do not want that, you guys. So also too, just make sure that you cut it slowly. And this wig cap, I already had it tinted because this is an old wig cap that I was using for my wigs and stuff. But you want to make sure that you tint your wig cap to a foundation color or possibly a foundation color darker than you. Now the reason why I say darker than you is you want to make sure that like it doesn't show underneath your wig. So I make sure that's a little bit darker just so it's not as obvious that I have a wig cap underneath my wig. And again, just make sure you cut off all of the excess wig cap. And as you guys can see, some of my parts didn't really adhere as well. So I'm just going to use my free spray and then my blow dryer. And I'm using my comb just to tack it down and help it stay down. And again, just dry it until it dries. And that's pretty much it for the ball cap method, you guys. It's very simple. But now on to the install. So what I'm doing right now is I have my wig on. I already tinted it with my foundation and I put it on just to cut off the ear tabs. So you want to make sure that you're parting your hair and then cutting around your ear tabs. I have a big head, so I use pretty much the entire space of the frontal and I just cut off the excess lace. But now I'm just rolling up the wig and preparing myself for this install. So I'm using my 91% alcohol and a cotton pad just to wipe off my forehead. And I did this process for about 3 times just to make sure that all of the oils are off of my scalp. Now I'm going in with my full-toed active glue, and I used 3 layers this time. I didn't use 4. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my rat tail comb just to smooth out that glue. And again, you want to make sure that it dries completely, like completely clear, before you apply your next layer. Now I'm going to gently place my wig where I want it to be at. And then I'm using my comb just to press that lace into the glue as well. Then I'm using my hands just to, help press in that lace even more. And then we're going in with our blow dryer on medium heat to heat just to help the lace adhere more to the glue. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead and cut some slits into the wig just so I could cut the hair in sections. And I'm using my eyebrow razor just to cut around the perimeter. And just be careful, go very slow with this. You don't want to cut yourself and you don't want to end up cutting too much lace either. As you guys can see, we are looking good. Yeah, I'm just blow drying it even more just to make sure that it's nice and melted. And I went ahead and used my elastic band and let it sit for about 30 minutes before I took it off. And I did my makeup off camera because for this hairstyle, I couldn't do my makeup afterwards. So right now, I just went ahead and parted my hair into a side part, used my Care wax stick to press down onto my hair, and then use my hot comb just to press down the hair so it's nice and flat. And I'm just parting out the back part just so that the tracks could be covered in the back. Then I'm using my wax stick again just to tame those flyaways and to get the hair flat, and then using my hot comb. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking out my sideburns, and for this part I definitely want to take out my sideburns and then use a rubber band just so that I don't end up tucking it in with the side swoop. Now what I'm doing is I'm going in sections of the side swoop. I'm using my Care wax stick, and then I'm going in with my hot comb just to kind of train the hair. You want to make sure that you train your hair before you start swooping or forming anything. This will ensure that you have the best results and it's nice and sleek and not bulky. And again, I'm just going in sections, and now I'm just training my hair into that part, and then I'm using my Got to Be Free spray just to tame it down and for it to not go anywhere. And this is to give it more of the sleek look as well too. And just comb it through until you get your desired results, and again, go in sections. For this, I went in I think about 2 or 3 sections because the hair is pretty thin, so I was able to do that. And then use the Got to Be, comb it and train it to where you want, and then use the blow dryer to blow it dry. And just keep on doing that until you feel that it's dry. And now onto the baby hairs. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm just legit doing just one baby hair. So I just took out a piece of where I wanted to do the baby hair at. I used my hot comb and then my razor comb just to cut off the baby hairs. And then I'm using my Got to Be gel today for our baby hairs. I didn't want to use the foam because this is a sleek look. I didn't want to have soft baby hair. So yeah. This is my first time doing hard baby hairs, and it's not that bad, but I like my fluffy baby hairs. And I'm just taking out my sideburn as well, just to match the other piece. And now I'm just going ahead and using my flat iron just to flip up my hair. Yes, you guys, we looking good though. We looking good, y'all. And now I'm using my Dominican Magic, and I put that all over my hair just to give it some shine. And then I have these word, bedazzled clips that I put in my hair, and then I'm going in with my concealer just to, you know, straighten up that part, just so it can look more defined than what it is. And that is pretty much it when it comes to this look, you guys. I hope you guys found this video very informative. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you have not, and stay tuned for the next clips of me, you know, showing off my hair or whatever. But yeah, this is about it. As you know, I'm just over here fixing myself, you know, making sure it looks nice and flipping it up. I went in with a smaller flat iron just so I can have more of that bump. And as you guys can see, we got that bump, bump, bump. And yeah, you guys, I hope to see you guys in the next segment. Deuces.